So recently, while I've been sick, I've pondered long and hard, trying to figure out what the best combinations for chaos and chaos demons can be. Throughout the week, while I've been sleeping and sleeping and sleeping, the voices of chaos have slid into my mind, whispered combos and potential allies and abilities and everything else in my head, but to no avail. I didn't know what I could do. For months, I had kind of pondered concepts and abilities and just kind of wondered what the release of Codex Chaos Demons meant for my love of Chaos Space Marines, meant for my battle brothers of the Chaos Demons. I know, look at me, shooting a film in my car. That's right, Jimmy's day out. Jimmy's day out in the car. Shooting my film away from everybody, in the quiet solitude of my car, away from everyone, where I don't hear kids, I don't hear in-laws, I don't hear anybody, but the quiet solitude of my own voice, my own thinking, pondering, where I can sit and think about combinations of armies and everything else, and Tactica. I said a while ago I was going to do a Tactica, and I think I've come up with something. I'm not going to bore you with stats and abilities and everything else that people do with Tacticas of certain natures of armies and abilities of characters and units and stuff like that, and how they might mesh together. I don't know if it's going to be any different, but I think what I promised and what I was going to look for was how the enigma of Chaos Demons and Chaos Space Marines as battle brothers were going to kind of work together, since there was an enigma of them being battle brothers, but them being kind of split apart by the authors of Codex Chaos Demons. I didn't bring the Codex with me, but I did kind of fart around today with Army Builder and just playing around with the units that I do have. So here's what we got. A little while ago, I was going to go to a tournament for 1,850 points. Usually I don't play 1,850 points. It's obscure to me. 2,000 points. I get to play with my little toys, and I get to play with them to the ability that I think 40k should be played with, where you get tanks and you get wizards and psychers, and you get to play with a good number of toys, and you get a nice balance. So 1850 was a challenge for me. The Codex of Chaos Demons was written in such a way that even though Demons and Chaos Space Marines are battle brothers, they cannot work in a way that other battle brothers can work. You can't have demons like heralds join units of, say, a plague bearer. Let's say a herald of Nurgle join a unit of plague bearers, which would be pretty much the most boss unit you would ever have. You can't have a Herald of Khorne or a Skull Taker join a unit of Khorne Berserkers. You can't have any other demon join a unit of Chaos Space Marines. Even though, in the fluff, Space Marines are worshipping and live in, well, not so much worshipping, the word bearers do that, and some other maybe offshoot Space Marines. But Space Marines live in the warp. live on demon worlds where demons come and go as they please. They fight Space Marines, they bother Space Marines, they walk among Space Marines, and Space Marines walk among other ones. The Primarchs are also demons. So to have this kind of taken away from the Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, was kind of odd to me. I guess in game terms, it kind of makes sense. It would make Chaos Space Marines a little overpowered, and maybe Chaos Demons a little OP as well. But I digress. To have this taken away really made it tough for me to kind of figure out how they would be battle brothers, in the sense that they would be able to work together in synergy and not so much just be on the field together. But I think I might have found a way. A little bit of a way anyway. Maybe not so much in synergy, but I think I made a good list. It's an 1850 point list. It's a Chaos Lord, Mark of Nurgle, which allows me to have 2 units of 10 Plague Marines with 2 plasma guns, and Veterans of the Long War. 2 Helldrakes, in order to have 2 flyers on the list, on the board. I'm also going to have 4 Obliterators, 2 units of 2 Obliterators for heavy support. I cannot stress enough that Obliterators are probably the best unit in the game. If I could have fit more, I probably would have, but I need flyer support. Rolling 6s with Obliterators just isn't enough. So that's that. For the Allied detachment, I am bringing a Bloodthirster and a unit of 10 Bloodletters for troops. And an Aegis defense line with a quad gun and placement gun. I'm gonna have the Bloodletters sit behind and man the quad gun, take care of any other flyers, and the Bloodthirster just go and wreck things and fly around, swoop, maybe glide. We'll see what happens, whatever is necessary. Now, perhaps this isn't really working in synergy, but I think the best way for Chaos Space Marines and Demons to work, or even Demons to work on the battlefield, is to have Nurgle and Khorne together. Nurgle to kind of hold the objectives, and Khorne to go and wreck face. That's one way to look at it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I am totally new to coming up with tactics. I sit at night and I look at my codex. I think of one list, but I focus on one army. And the whole idea of Battle Brothers and stuff like that is totally new to me. I am really new to kind of figuring out how 2 armies work in synergy together. Especially with the fact that you can't really... The demon army, their spells only work on demons. Everything only works on demons, so there's really... Maybe there's no synergy at all, come to think of it, with demons and Chaos Marines. Maybe there's only synergy with... Maybe there's just no synergy at all. And maybe that's just the way it's meant to be, so that there is just balance between whatever, that there's just balance in the force. I don't know. I'm interested in hearing on what you guys think. I really think that that it's a really tough thing to come up with, and it's really a really interesting topic of discussion that I for one think that Nurgle and Khorne are probably one of the best combos for demons. My Chaos Space Marines will always be Nurgle. Plague Marines, no matter what. I don't care what anybody says, they're the best in the entire game. Excuse me. But when it comes to demons, some people say that Khorne and Tzeentch, you need to have the Tzeentch for the shooting in there, but I don't know. I think you just get right up in their face and just wreck it. I think Khorne's power is kind of waxing in this game, coming to a head here in 6th edition. I think massive units of bloodletters really are the way to go. Juggernauts. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, if there is a synergy in the codex that I just can't find. I'm really curious about what you guys think. That was the list I came up with for 1850. If you guys see anything that I could come up with I'm gonna try to come up with a 2K list for Battle Brothers. You know, see if I can maybe come up with something that has more synergy for Khorne and Nurgle with the Space Marines. I'm gonna fool around with it tonight. Gym time's coming to an end, so you know, that's what I got, guys. See you on the flip side.